Burkina Faso just cleared the runway for something massive, literally. The government has officially approved a sweeping airport expansion project that promises to redefine the country's aviation landscape and reshape its role on the continent. This isn't just about new terminals or longer runways. It's about connectivity, national ambition, and smart leadership. With this green light, Burkina Faso is ready to elevate itself into a major player in West African air travel, trade, and tourism. The center of this transformation is a bold, strategic decision by the Council of Ministers to modernize and unify the entire aviation infrastructure. This includes not only physical expansion, but also deep institutional reform. In short, Burkina Faso is no longer waiting. It's building, and it's doing so on its own terms. New aviation authority, new direction. To make this shift possible, the country has formed a brand new aviation agency, the Burkina Faso Airports Company. It merges three former institutions: MOAD, which handled the Donson Airport project, DAN, the National Civil Aviation Directorate, and RACGAY, the technical agency responsible for ground operations. This is more than just bureaucratic reorganization. It's a complete reset. Centralizing aviation management under one authority brings faster decision-making, improved oversight, and a clearer chain of command. It signals to the world that Burkina Faso is open for business, with a streamlined, professional approach to aviation that builds trust with investors, airlines, and citizens alike. And behind this bold transformation is the leadership of President Ibrahim Traoré. Without grandstanding or media fanfare, his administration is quietly and effectively laying the foundations for lasting change. This isn't politics as usual. It's governance with purpose. Ouagadougou Donson Airport, the new flagship. Now let's talk about the crown jewel of this transformation. The new Ouagadougou Donson Airport, located about 35 kilometers north of the capital, this facility is designed to replace the outdated Thomas Sankara International Airport, which was built back in the 1960s and now sits suffocated by urban sprawl. Donson Airport is a game-changer. The numbers speak for themselves: a 3,500-meter runway, expandable to 4,000 meters, a 17,000 square meter passenger terminal, and a capacity to handle over 1 million passengers annually. And it's not just ambitious, it's almost ready. After years of political delays, construction accelerated dramatically under Traoré's administration starting in 2021. Now the airport is on track for a grand opening in 2025. With new control towers, taxiways, cargo terminals, and smart infrastructure systems like satellite air traffic control and automated baggage handling, this isn't just an airport. It's a modern, intelligent logistics hub. It marks Burkina Faso's entry into the era of smart aviation. Economic growth takes flight. This kind of infrastructure has enormous economic implications. At the current trajectory, Burkina Faso's aviation industry is set to soar. Back at the old Ouagadougou Airport, passenger numbers had been growing at about 7% annually between 2005 and 2011. Projections estimated nearly 850,000 passengers by 2025. But the old airport simply couldn't keep up. That's why Donson Airport's 1 million passenger capacity isn't overkill, it's future-proofing. Under Traoré, the country's GDP has climbed from $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion. That's no accident. It's the result of coordinated infrastructure rollouts, smart investment, and a leadership that's focused on long-term national value rather than short-term political wins. Airports don't just move people, they generate jobs, attract investors, and stimulate entire sectors. Expect to see new hotels, logistics companies, car rental services, and tourism operators popping up around Donson. Trade corridors to Ghana and Niger will get a fresh boost, and the hospitality industry will see new life. And let's not forget the countless construction workers, technicians, service providers, and transport companies already benefiting from this momentum. This airport is not just a terminal, it's a launchpad for a new economy. Regional integration takes off. July 1st, 2025 marked a significant moment in regional connectivity. Burkina Faso launched a new direct flight route linking Ouagadougou and Accra, Ghana. Operated by Africa World Airlines, this new route runs 3 times a week. Now, this may seem like a small change, but it represents a giant leap in terms of West African integration, economic cooperation, and people-to-people exchange. This flight is more than a convenience. It's a political and economic statement. Under Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso has embraced Pan-Africanism through concrete action. As part of the Alliance of Sahel States bloc with Mali and Niger, the country is pushing for closer regional ties, not just with words but with infrastructure. The direct flights make it easier for students, businesspeople, tourists, and government officials to connect across borders. It's opening up new markets for small businesses, enabling cargo to move faster, and allowing ideas to flow across African skies. This isn't just Burkina Faso catching up. It's the country redefining its place on the map, no longer landlocked but air-linked and opportunity-bound at Bobo-Dioulasso. Decentralization in action. While the capital steals the spotlight, Bobo-Dioulasso, the second-largest city, is undergoing its own aviation revolution. In late 2024, Traoré's government approved an $130 million expansion and modernization of Bobo-Dioulasso International Airport. This investment includes a new terminal capable of serving 1.5 million passengers a year, fully refurbished runways, and expanded taxiways and aircraft parking zones. It's an intentional move toward decentralization, ensuring that development isn't limited to Ouagadougou alone. Bobo-Dioulasso is a cultural and economic gem. With better air access, it can fulfill its potential as a regional trade and agro-industrial hub. Local farmers can now export produce more efficiently. Factories gain better logistics, and the city's famous music scene and architecture get global exposure. The message is clear. Whether you're in the capital or the countryside, your future matters. This is development with national balance, and Traoré's leadership is making it happen. Powering progress with the sun. One of the most visionary aspects of this infrastructure push is its alignment with renewable energy. In April 2024, the government approved a 25-megawatt solar power plant in Dongsan, designed to directly power the new airport. Financed by the Chinese Exim Bank, this plant will generate around 45 gigawatt-hours of electricity annually, enough to power over 50,000 homes and significantly reduce reliance on imported fuel. This move isn't just about clean energy, it's about long-term sovereignty. A solar-powered airport is a global statement. Burkina Faso is not only modernizing, it's doing so sustainably. The integration of green energy into national infrastructure planning is rare in the region, but under Traoré, it's becoming standard. The benefits are multifold: energy independence, lower emissions, reduced operational costs, and a new green economy that can create jobs and technological expertise. This isn't just an airport powered by the sun, it's a country powered by vision. Reforming the skies. Of course, no transformation is complete without smart governance. That's why the unification of MOAD, DAN, and RACGAY into one governing body is so crucial. By creating the Burkina Faso Airports Company, the government has streamlined everything from maintenance and air traffic control to budgeting and compliance. For investors and international airlines, this means one point of contact, clearer regulation, and quicker approvals. It builds trust. It cuts red tape. It future-proofs the aviation sector. This reform isn't cosmetic, it's foundational. It ensures that every runway, terminal, and airspace policy aligns with a unified national strategy. And it shows that Burkina Faso is serious about professionalism and transparency. Under Traoré, infrastructure is not about ribbon-cutting ceremonies, it's about results. A new national mindset. In the end, this is about more than aviation. It's about sovereignty, dignity, and national pride. From cutting top government salaries to raising civil servant pay, from investing in education to housing, Traoré's administration is reshaping the entire governance landscape. And the airport expansion is a symbol of that broader transformation. Every takeoff from Dongsan or Bobo-Dioulasso is a message. Burkina Faso is no longer waiting on external aid or foreign approval. It's building its own destiny. This is how you use infrastructure not just to move people, but to move a nation. The journey ahead is long and challenges remain, but the direction is clear. Burkina Faso is not just on the map, it's in motion. So next time you hear about a new runway in West Africa, remember, it's not just concrete, it's a compass, and Burkina Faso is flying straight toward its future, with vision, leadership, and the will to soar.